Surprisingly, the top 1% of households in America hold more wealth than the bottom 80% combined. A staggering statistic, isn't it? Yet it's the stark reality of wealth distribution in America, a reality that's shaped by an intricate web of socioeconomic factors. The most noticeable among these factors is the wealth gap, the chasm between the rich and the poor. It's a gap that's been widening over the years, and it's more than just a matter of dollars and cents. It's about opportunities, access, and the quality of life that wealth can afford. Now, if we turn the lens towards racial disparities in wealth, the picture becomes even more complex. Historical injustices have left indelible marks on the economic landscape, creating deep-seated disparities that persist to this day. For instance, the median white family in America has nearly 10 times the wealth of the median black family, a sobering fact that underscores the racial divide in the country's wealth distribution. But it's not just about race. It's also about history. The economic policies of the past have played a significant role in shaping the present. Policies that favored the affluent, while marginalizing the less fortunate, have created a system that perpetuates wealth inequality. This systemic inequality is evident in the struggles of the lower and middle classes, who often find it difficult to climb the economic ladder. Despite working hard and playing by the rules, many find themselves stuck in a cycle of poverty, unable to break free from the constraints of their socioeconomic status. Yet, amidst this bleak picture, there are glimmers of hope. There are cities where the narrative is different, where the wealth distribution defies the national trend. Cities where the racial wealth gap is not as pronounced, and where the economic opportunities are more evenly distributed. But there are certain cities where these statistics take a unique turn. Stay tuned as we delve into these cities in the next scenes, exploring the factors that make them exceptions to the rule. In Washington, D.C., the average black family has a net worth 81 times greater than the average white family. A surprising statistic, isn't it? But what's behind this? Washington, D.C.'s economy is dominated by government jobs, from the White House staff to the countless agencies that make the federal machinery run. These jobs are often secure, well-paying, and come with comprehensive benefits, making them highly sought after. Historically, these positions have been more accessible to minority workers, leading to a higher concentration of wealth among black families in the area. Add to this the city's robust initiatives to promote minority entrepreneurship, and you begin to see why Washington, D.C. stands out in wealth distribution. However, this doesn't mean that wealth inequality doesn't exist. There are still pockets of poverty and struggling communities. But in the grand scheme of things, in the nation's capital, wealth is not distributed as one might expect. In Boston, a city known for its rich history and educational institutions, the average net worth of a black family is $8, while that of a white family is $247,500. This disparity might seem shocking, but it is rooted in the city's history. Boston, like many American cities, has a troubled past marked by racial segregation. This segregation has had a profound impact, creating deep divisions in wealth and opportunity that persist to this day. It's not just about money, it's about access to quality housing and education, two key factors in wealth accumulation. But for black families in Boston, these opportunities were historically limited, leading to the stark wealth gap we see today. The city's past is a potent reminder of racial inequality, but it's also a call to action. By understanding and acknowledging this history, we can begin to address these disparities and strive for a more equitable future. In Boston, the racial wealth gap is a stark reminder of the city's troubled past. In Los Angeles, a city known for its glitz and glamour, the median net worth of black families is a meager $200, compared to $355,000 for white families. This city of angels is a paradox, a place where dreams are made and shattered. The entertainment industry, with its allure of fame and fortune, has played a significant role in shaping the city's wealth distribution. Yet beneath the surface, it remains a breeding ground for disparity, often sidelining black talent and limiting opportunities. Moreover, the city's landscape has been marred by gentrification. Neighborhoods once brimming with cultural diversity have been repackaged into high-priced real estate, pushing many black families out. Housing discrimination has further widened the wealth gap, with black families often being denied affordable housing options. In the heart of Hollywood, we see a stark contrast between the haves and the have-nots, a tale of two cities within a city. In the City of Angels, not all that glitters is gold. These three cities tell a tale of wealth distribution in America that is far from uniform. Each metropolis, with its unique blend of history, culture, and socioeconomic factors, paints a distinct portrait of wealth disparity. Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, is a stark illustration of this divide, where the median wealth for white households far outstrips that of black households. This disparity is deeply rooted in the city's history and is perpetuated by systemic factors such as discrimination in housing and employment. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we find Boston. Here, an unusual pattern emerges. Despite the widespread wealth inequality across America, Boston stands out as an exception. The city's black households have, on average, a higher net worth than their white counterparts. This anomaly can be attributed to a variety of factors, including a higher proportion of black households owning their homes, and a significant number of black residents working in high-paying industries. Los Angeles, the City of Angels, presents yet another facet of this complex narrative. The city's wealth distribution mirrors the national trend, with white households generally being wealthier than black households. However, the gap here is not as pronounced as in other major cities. This can be attributed to a diverse economy and a significant black middle class, among other factors. These disparities are not just numbers on a page, but a reflection of lived experiences. They influence opportunities, shape communities, and impact generations. The tale of these three cities underscores the importance of understanding the nuances of wealth distribution and the need for policies that promote racial equality. While these cities may be exceptions, they underscore the complex and multifaceted nature of wealth distribution in America.